Three things I wish I knew when I was a freshman. I'm hopping right into the video today. So I have notes, by the way. So I'm gonna read off my notes. The number one thing that I wish I knew was that this experience will fly by. Okay. 2017 seems like it was yesterday, but now it seems like it was so far away for me. So I wish I knew to just enjoy my experience, but I was in survival mode. For those of you who know my story, I do have a 10 out of 10 ACEs score. For those of you who are new and you know what the ACEs are, the ACEs stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences. So I have a 10 out of 10. When you have a 4 out of 10, that is a sign of concern. I have a 10 out of 10, but with awareness, with intelligence, with love, with intention, you can change anything because it's all epigenetics. It's all in our brain. So with that being said, though, 2017, I was in survival mode. So I was so focused on getting straight A's. I did graduate with summa cum laude, both my master's and my bachelor's degree. So I'm still very much proud of that because that's what I wanted to do. But in the midst of me attempting to get all A's, it was just for me to prove that I deserve this banging job, right? My whole mindset was wrapped around graduating, having a stable job so I can get stable housing because I was in a homeless program. Westchester University has the Promise program, and that's what I was in. I stayed on campus all year round. I never had to leave because I was homeless. I had no family support. So, with that being said, I was just focused on proving that I'm intelligent because I didn't grow up with education. I didn't grow up knowing that I was smart. I was homeschooled for majority of my life and I was being sexually assaulted. So my intellect was very much dampened. So I wish I knew as a freshman to just enjoy because jobs do not care. Jobs don't care if you graduate summa cum laude. Again, I'm still grateful I got all A's, but if you're watching me and that's not like your main priority, I want to give you that assurance to know you going to college, A's don't matter. You have to pass the class. That's it. Pass the fucking class. And I'm not saying do the bare minimum. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to hyper focus on, oh my God, I got to be on this paper. Please tell me what I did wrong so I can go correct it and I can submit it, resubmit it, and get that A. If you are happy with your B, take your fucking B, okay? Which leads me into number two. Like I said, number one, this experience is going to go by so fast, so enjoy it. College, to me, even though it's part of the matrix, for me, it was the best experience, the first best experience. The life I'm living now, post graduation, is the second best experience. But college was the first best experience I've ever had on this planet because it was so much freedom, peace, even though I was in survival mode. I still was very much safe. I was only in survival mode because I kept thinking about the future. I kept thinking about, okay, well, when I graduate, what am I going to do? But here's number two. Do you really want to work for someone else for the rest of your life? I didn't think about this. This is why now I have my own business because I cannot work for someone else. I cannot. College is very different. You go to school, you go to class whenever you schedule. It's not a mandatory, like you have to be here every day. When you go from off campus to the real world, it's two totally different fucking experiences. And I got burnt out very quick because I'm an empath and I've overcame so much that I have a free mind. It's really hard for people to tell me what to do. So I get burnt out easily. So, do you want to work for someone else the rest of your life? I thought that's what I wanted. I worked my whole college experience just to get a good job, just so I could get 401k and insurance. And I'm not trying to ruin no one's experience because the quadrants from Rich Dad Poor Dad, that book changed my life as a spiritual book as well. Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about the four quadrants. You have employees, you have self employed, you have business owners, and you have investors. We all need each other. The business owners need employees, but not everybody is meant to be a business owner and not everybody is meant to be an employee. So you have to do what you feel you're called to do. I'm not called to be nobody's employee. So I didn't know this though until I got the master's degree. I got all the credentials and I'm applying for jobs. And then I go to these jobs and they literally treated me as if I was, I don't even know the words to describe. I felt incompetent. Like, wait, I did all this and you're going to pay me what? the knowledge that I have, the empathy that I have, and you're going to pay me what? Oh no. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to work for someone else the rest of your life? This is serious because once you figure out your career, once you have it all mapped out, that 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, for me it was way more because I always did overtime. That shit burnt me out. So ask yourself, do you want to work for someone else the rest of your life? I went to college. I don't regret it, but I got to pay back student loans and I'm still using my degree, of course, but I'm not working for anyone else. So it was like, it was just a way for me to heal. It was a way for me to reparent myself. That's it. So I'm grateful, but you can learn from my own experience. What do you want? That's what I wish I knew because I damn sure don't want to work for anybody. Number 3. Oh, I already kind of said this, but life is bigger than living on campus. When you live on campus, it's a different mentality. I still have somewhat of my campus mentality, right? Because I only have that year and a half off campus and it'll be 2 years in May. And with that being said, it's like the dress code, everything. Everything is just, it's just cool. You know, it's like, it's just bro. It's like nobody cares. Nobody comes to class and like, oh, you have this on. Oh my God, I can't believe you're wearing that. Nobody cared. We all were literally from all different aspects of the world. We all were different ages, different sizes. Nobody cared what you had on. Nobody cared what your authentic truth was. When we all spoke, when we all did presentations, we just supported each other. I will admit, college was the most loving experience ever. Of course, there's those cliques and stuff that will try to antagonize, but I didn't experience that too much. I had like one issue where it was like a group of girls who thought they could bully me, but they realized they really couldn't bully me. But that was like what, sophomore year? Sophomore year I went through that, but that only was very brief. Other than that, the whole 5 years I was on campus, it was a beautiful experience because no one is attacking you. No one cares. So you can literally wear the same shoes all 5 years. I'm not saying that's what I did. I'm just giving an example. But you can wear the same thing. Nobody is judging you. Nobody is pointing a finger at you. But life on campus and life after campus is completely different. Once you step into the real world, it's different. It's so much. Now, I'm an Aquarius, so you already know I'm a rebel. So I don't care what the social norms are, but I see the social norms because the way we dress on campus with our sweatpants. I have my own style. So I would dress like a college student, but I also love fishnets and stockings and shorts and things like that. So I did a little bit of everything. But now coming off of campus, life is just different. It's different. The responsibility hits different because on campus there is no bills. I lived in a dorm all year round for 5 years straight. 5 years straight, I didn't have to pay any rent. So the only thing I had to pay for was my phone, you know, my hair, things like that. I wish I had locked my hair then. If I had locked my hair in 2017, y'all, my hair would be long as hell. So that's another thing I regret. If you are like me and you think that one day I'm gonna get locks, just do it while you're a freshman. I cut all my hair off as a freshman. But life on campus and life outside of school is just different. It's different responsibilities. It's the fact of this is consistent. When you're in school, it's like this protection. School for me was also another type of parent. I was reparenting myself, but school itself was like a parent too, because if hypothetically, right, one time I didn't have money for my car. So my program, they literally paid for my car to get fixed. Things like that. It's just more support. It's like people come together. It's like gift cards. It's like that's the program I was in anyway. I was in the homeless program. So that's what they did. They supported us. But I feel like it's support regardless. Because if you have that family support, you're going to be protected anyway. Your family is going to send you care packages. They're going to make sure your phone bill is paid. They're going to send you money for food. They're going to buy you clothes, whatever your situation may be. I got to experience college through the college being my family, but now that I'm not there anymore, everything fell on me until I got a provider. Now, everything is on him, but think about those things because those are the 3 things I wish I really took into consideration because I probably would have, stacked more of my money to put towards my business, but I didn't know I would start a business. So you have to think about all these things. Is this what I want for the rest of my life? And if you're working, I worked for financial aid too. So I would work for certain aspects within the school, and I would, each semester I would get a stipend, I would get money. And I do wish I could have saved more of that because I would have had more to fund my own business. I would have had more to fund my own endeavors. But those are the things I wish I knew. I'll do a part 2. Let me know below if you would like to see a part 2, because I was on campus from 2017 until 2023, and it was the most beautiful experience ever. I don't regret it at all. Summa cum laude, period. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Remember, stay rich, wet, and dangerous, abundant, and I will see you soon. And that's on what? On period. Had to hop over fences and climb up the ladder to get what I want, bitch. I'm just getting better. They tried to tell me I would never be shit. Look at me now, body built like a brick. Sleep all you want, but I'm chasing my dreams. Everything I do is fucking supreme. Came from the hood.